talking.
What the hell's going on, Terry? Why is it not on yet? I don't know. It's just we had some technical problems, and I don't know what's going on. But we should be on pretty soon, I think. Polly, we should be on pretty soon, I think. Oh look, I found in my computer. Well, still alive. Oh, Brian Wasp has come back to life. He must just have fallen. Look, he's wiggling around. I don't know what the kindest thing to do for him is. He could have stung me live on air. Look, he's moving. He lives. He lives. What's going on? Brian Wasp is here and he's alive. He's on my piece of paper. Yeah, it's all happening here. When are we going to be on that? Wait, you showing me on the camera? I was showing you on the camera, Terry. Yeah, because you're the, I think we'll soon have a new Brian Wasp one way or the other. Yeah, you've had an infestation, haven't you? Well, they come up here in the attic. That's the thing. They like it up here. There must be a little nest somewhere nearby. But they're not doing any harm. Oh, little thing. I don't know what to do. I haven't got any honey. I mean, you probably don't like honey. Haven't got any wasp urine. Oh. It literally just was in my keyboard, Terry. It's amazing stuff. If only we were out live now when you could have shown the thing. I think it's dead. It stopped me. Oh. It's been a terrible day for deaths, Terry, today. Yeah, I know. I used to hang out with Henry Kissinger. Did you? Yeah, I worked with him. What? On what? On his chat show. He had a chat show. Yeah, he had a chat show, short-lived chat show. I was the producer of that. And, he'd often be in his dressing room, grunting and groaning, destroying democracies around the world. It's so sad to see him go. Well, Henry Kissinger's died. Brian Wasp has, I think, died again. I know he's alive. He's still moving. Oh, I don't know what's worse, to see him die in front of me, or to see him just. I mean, should I smash him over the head, Terry? That's the most humane thing to do, but it's murder. It's wasp murder, and there's more wasps where that came from. I'm just seeing a life passing away before my very eyes. This is get me on air so that people can see what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, so it's sad. Are your kids going to come and interrupt the show this week? I don't think so. I don't think they've realised what's going on this week. Annie's asleep, and I don't think Phoebe's realised what's going on. Oh, that's good. I hate kids. I remember when I was working on Jill Fix It, we used to hate the kids. I like kids. I mean, not like Jimmy Savile did, but I like, I'm a fan of children, so I don't like you talking about them. And they're my kids as well, so, They're annoying, aren't they? They're not annoying. They're charming. I'm thinking of doing a podcast with my daughter because, she's a great comedic talent of meanness. Oh, I can take. I've got my little Alice band in. I don't need that. No, my hair matches my top today, Terry. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Right, shall we get on with it? Can we get on with the show? Yeah, do you like? I'll count you in. Okay, so then I'm going to get rid of 3. I don't stay anymore. The wasp still. Just if you're shaking me, just. Oh, I'm sorry, Wasp. I don't think you're going to make it to the end of the show. But you're very much the Shane McGowan of wasps. You've lived much longer than all the other ones that came up here. No one expected you to do this well. Now you're just fading slowly away. You're a candle in the wind. I'll count you in 10, 9. Remember, I won't do it. I know, remember. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We on? Hello, I think we're on. Hello and welcome to another episode of Twitch of Fun. We've done loads of these things. Sorry we haven't been on for a little while. There's a dead wasp, and he's a barely alive wasp, but we can rebuild him and make the world's first bionic wasp. Here he is. It gives away what's coming up in the show if you read my notes, though. And he's just moved again. I'll just let him rest there, and then when he's dead, he can become a puppet. It's great to be back. Sorry I've been away for a few weeks, just either work or gigs. That's not going to get any better. Sorry, that's not going to get any better in the next year as I'm doing more RHLSTP, and also it's a secret apparently, but I'm touring. Can I have my ball back? April, May, June, July. So if you're on the mailing lists, richardherring.com/newsletters, you don't have to join anything else. You can just put the newsletter in. I'll be sending out links to the people on the newsletters first. If you just go to richhain.com/newsletters, there's a little box, fill it in. If you want to unsubscribe, you can fill it in and unsubscribe. But if you want to subscribe, there'll be an email going out on Thursday or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that, with links for early access to all my special fans. And if you're with Acast Plus or Badgers, you'll get that email as well. So you don't have to subscribe again. But if you're not yet subscribed, richardherring.com/newsletters, and you can see my first stand-up show in 6 years. Don't tell anyone in the press, because we're not releasing it to the press till Wednesday, so it's a secret. But, you know, no one watches this, do they? Father Dick Burns says, I had some great pods lately. Any news on the second guest for Dublin? No, haven't tried looking for a second guest yet. We've got Tommy Tin. Is that not good enough for you? And there'll be someone else exciting as well. Am I going to come to Portugal? Catch you, Markel? No, I'm not. That's very simple. If anyone likes me in Portugal, they can come and meet me in the UK, where I will be gigging. There was talk of doing a gig in Copenhagen. I don't know if that's going to happen, but is that nearer to Portugal than this? I don't know. Did somebody say Dick Byrne? Too late. Too late. Anyway, welcome to the show. It's my topical. We had some technical difficulties beforehand, and I wasn't appearing on screen, but everything else was. We thought it was important that I should appear on screen. And so let's get straight on with the news. These things have come out on Spotify. This one's from a guy who, this is quite impressive. He's called Colin. I don't know if he's the Colin from Edinburgh. An all-time record's just been shattered. Hype Train. I've set a new record. Keep going until the clock runs out. I don't know what that means. Colin has watched 35,300 or listened to 35,385 hours of RHLSTP, which is like 25 days or something. Someone told me it was that much. So if you can beat that, well done. I'm looking for, someone had RHLSTP number 1, Stone Clearing number 2. Surely someone's got 5 of my podcasts in their top 5 listens. I've done a Stone Clear every day this year. With all, I mean, I know I haven't done many ventriloquism ones. What else have I got? Can I get it to 5? RHLSTP. Can I have my ball back? It's not a separate feed. It will be at some point. Yeah, I don't know if there are 5, but I'd like to see it. I'd like to see that happen. So anyway, get listening. Get on. You know, if you listen on Spotify, that is. You know, who listens to podcasts on Spotify? Only serial killers and murderers. That's it. So watch out for that. So that is the main news. Chris Evans, my computer's broken, so Chris Evans has loaded up all the pictures today. So Brian Wasp is just, he's got a second wind. He's just crawling across the paper. He moves slightly. He's reaching out with one of his. Should I just crush him? I don't know what to do. Thanks to Esme B, who's subscribed for 34 months. Thank you very much. I think we do make a small amount of money from this Twitch stream. I've stopped trying to persuade you to sign up to the Twitch Plus or whatever it's called. You've got £5 every month you can give me for free, basically, and we get £3.50 of that. So if you're going to be bothered to work out how to do that, you can do it and give me that money, and we'll use it. Running a bit low on money in RHLSTP at the moment. We might have to do a Kickstarter with some amazing prizes. But, I am going to give out, when we do the newsletter thing, I'm going to do some spot prizes of some of the squeezy proper right bollocks that Richard Ison's made, handmade, beautiful things that were made to give out to celebrities with my Can I Have My Ball Back book. Currently still, I think for one more day, 99p on Kindle. But they apparently didn't send any of those out, so I've just had a box of them back. So I'm going to give away like 10 random prizes to people on any of the mailing lists. If you're on a mailing list, you've got a chance of winning those. There may be some other prizes. So it's worth subscribing to the mailing list. But, you know, it's good to be back. Let's welcome back someone who some people think is a significant portion of this. He's my best friend. I miss him when he's not around. I only talk to him on here. I never talk to him any other time because that would be weird. It's Ali. Hello, Rathans. I'm winking at it. Look, I'm winking at it. Yeah, you just start winking, didn't you? I am. I'm winking at it. Sit on it, Audra. Sit on it. Do you want to sit on it? Sit on it. Exterminate. I'm cheeky. Hey. I'm cheeky. Do I have any other catchphrases? I don't know. I can't remember what. Did you come up with a new one last time? It's so hard to remember. I can come up. Hello, rat fans. It's so easy to come up with catchphrases. Well, you copy most of them. Sit on it. I had never coffee to sit on it. Catchphrase in my life. No one likes to sing threes, do they? We haven't said that one for a while. Aside, yes, aside. Some people like to sing threes. I can hear you when you just say aside. No, you can't. We're just going to have a little quick whiz through. We haven't I was in town today recording some videos and stuff for, if I'm going on tour, who knows? I'm not allowed to say some stuff for that. I will murder you in your bed. Is that one of your catchphrases, according to Scruff with the beard? That's one of my catchphrases. Your catchphrases? I will kill you and your family tonight. I'm winking at it. It's good to be winking at it again. Yeah, we all, we might stop the winking. You're looking very skinny. Thank you for noticing. What's been going on? You lost some weight. I've lost 11 kilos. Oh, I sat in old money. In old money, that's about £22. A couple of stone, I suppose. Someone's trying to offer promotion. Get out of here. First time chat. You wanker. What's going on? Yeah, I've lost it's sort of between 11 and 12 kilos. I've sort of hit a plateau at the moment, but it's going very well. Zoe diet, that's what I'm using. Costs a lot of money, but I'd say it's worth it. Probably saved me some money in terms of not buying any takeaways and stuff anymore. So who knows? Balances up. Spending a lot of money on pulses from the smell of it. Yes, I am. I've bought lots of weird grains and pulses, and I've gone all in. I've done 2 6K runs this week. Oh, looks like the wasp is fucking the piece of paper now. It's moving its abdomen up and down. Can't blame it. Hello there, little wasp. It's a horrible thing to watch a creature die. We're trying to do comedy here, Richard. Stop bringing it to no one wants to be reminded of death. Well, we're going to talk about death a bit today, I think, because there's been a few deaths. Old Henry Kissinger, remember him? He's number 8. I thought they'd be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if it works. Oh, no, it's number 7. That's number 8. Giving away one of the other people who have died. If you haven't heard about it, old Henry Kissinger's died. Henry Kissinger, how do you know this song? You're the doctor of my dreams. Yeah, I used to in the days before the internet. There was no way of knowing what the lyrics of something were if you couldn't make out the lyrics. So I know there's a longer version of this song, but it used to be Henry Kissinger, how we're missing you. You're the doctor of my dreams. And then I think it's with your crinkly hair, but I never understood what that was. And then I thought it was classy share or something, but it's glassy stare. And your Machiavellian schemes, which as a youngster I didn't know what Machiavellian schemes were, so I thought it was, don't know what I came up with. Or your Machiavellian schemes. I came up with some other thing that I thought would work there. All right, some people say that you don't care, that you got nicer legs than Hitler and bigger tits than Cher. Yeah, I think it's Eric Idle's lost classic. That one. I think it's not a very well known song, but your Machiavellian schemes with your crinkly hair and your glassy stare and your Machiavellian schemes. I wonder what I came up with for Machiavellian schemes. All right, so people say that you don't care. It's a great song. Yeah, good old Eric Idle. Hope he lives for a long time. So he's died, Henry Kissinger, 100 years young. He's one of 2 people I thought would never die, I have to say. And the other person I thought would never die, and I was sure would outlive me, as he's outlived everyone he ever worked with. Including Henry Kissinger. They did do a song together. It's like a follow-up to the Fairy Tale of New York, but it just turned into Shane MacGowan swearing at Henry Kissinger, go, you scumbag, you maggot, you fucking wanker, you piss pot, you murderer, you bastard, you fucking big cunt. And they both died. That's how it went. I'm just reporting it. They both died on the same day. It's weird. It's like Shane MacGowan was saying, I've just got to outlive Henry Kissinger. There's Shane MacGowan. He has unfortunately passed away. 65. I mean, I felt like he might be older than that. It feels like he's been hanging on a long, long time. Alistair Darling, who died today. Yes, darling? No, Alex, don't do that. It's a man. Alistair Darling? What, Richie, sweetheart? You are called Alistair, I suppose. Yes, you thought you were talking to me, saying Ali, darling. Ali, darling. Alice, Richard, sweetheart. No, Alistair Darling. Yes, my name is Alistair Slother. That's who I am. I'm cheeky neat. He's very sadly died. He's died at the age of 70. I knew. I like to think Alistair Darling. Yes, Richard Sweetie. Stop. Don't do it every time because it was someone's died. We've got to be respectful. Sorry. Stop calling me darling. Then I'm not. I'm talking about Alistair Darling. Well, I don't care who you're talking about, sweetheart. I still will respond in kind. Stop doing it. Alistair Darling, 70 years old. So Alistair Darling never took drugs in his life. Never had a drink in his life. Probably went grey from having a boring life, looking at numbers. Lived 5 years longer than Shane MacGowan. Henry Kissinger admittedly got 35 years longer than Shane MacGowan, but still Shane MacGowan got to breathe his last, hopefully, having had that. He's dead. Shane, he's dead. Kissinger's dead. I can go now, Begorrer. Is that how he sounds? I think so. Do you think those are his last words? Do I think that I can go now, Begorrer? I think those were his last words. So living to 100, but we do have a story about that. So I guess I'm guessing it's going to be this one. Let's see. Yeah, this is 8 personality traits. This was in I can't remember which paper this was in. You should know about this because you're 130 years old. You've outlived all of them. You've outlived Shane MacGowan and Alistair Darling put together. Yes, we don't do that. Alistair Darling helped save this economy in 2008. We could have done with him the last few years in government. I can tell you that he was a great guy. So good tribute to him. Shane MacGowan too, also probably saved the economy in his own way. But this I can tell you where it came from because it'll be on my shared stories. This is from the New Scientist. 8 personality traits may help people live to 100 and beyond. Well, if it's anything to do with Henry Kissinger, then being a complete fucking wanker. Yeah, being a wanker will get you there. Overthrowing democracies in South America. Yeah, that could be a second one. Have you got any tips of why you've lived for so long? Well, I think probably being made out of tether. Being made out of what? Paper? Being made out of what? Paper. Being made out of paper. Yeah. And being made out of papier-mâché and cloth and sort of wiry hair. I wonder where that hair came from. It's probably real hair. The real hair of someone long dead. Yeah, now you said that, I'm not. Yes, I am haunting you from the grave with the hair of a Victorian. Do you think this is the hair? It probably is real hair, isn't it? I hadn't thought of that. I wonder if it's the hair. It's like slightly grey. I wonder if it's the actual hair. It's just a bit of fuzz, right? It's not real hair. Oh, I think it's real hair. I hadn't thought of that. So you have got that on your head, yes? You've got the hair, yes, of a long, long dead Victorian person. Yes. Were you not scared of me already, Richard? You should be scared of me. I am pretty scared of you. Shall I tell you what some of the traits are you should look out for? One of the central traits was vitality. That's just the same thing. The best way of staying alive is by being really alive and fit. Yeah, but to being energetic, participating in activities. Well, I just sat in a fucking box. 100-year-old woman told the team how she was sewing. Aged 98, stays active. Sewing? That's not being very active. She stays active by foregoing elevators and walking upstairs. So walk up the stairs. I've done a 6K run yesterday. I've done a row today. I've done a couple of dog walks. So, yeah, you could be living for a long time. Not all of you, though, eh? What? Not all of you are going to be living a long time. How do you think? Well, you're 1 part down, Richard. You're in 2 bits. Well, your eye doesn't work. That's just an affectation. Intelligence, including a good memory and past academic successes. That's you, Richard. You got a good memory. I used to have a good memory. During the undergrad, you had a good memory. I did, but I can't visualise stuff, can I? So that might be a problem. I've always followed my own judgment, said a 100-year-old woman, even though others told me no, and time has proved me right. Well, maybe. It depends if they said don't walk on those rail tracks. Resilience. Yeah, so stay alive by being energetic, clever, and resilient. Yeah, well done. And 101-year-old man said, I was very close to my wife. I was 97 when she died. At first I was bad off, but then I thought you have to be strong. Oh, I was just thinking about, this is sad as well. I was just thinking about my granddad. When Jeffrey, the Jeffrey, he used to manipulate my mouth. He did for ventriloquism, yeah, if you like. Don't talk about my granddad like that. When my grandma died, Nanan. You what? Nanan. You're Nanan. I called her my Nanan. That was a Nanan. Don't take the piss out of my dead grandparents. She was my Nanan. Nanan. Someone at the door. Just see what's going on, who that is. Oh, it's another delivery. My wife must have been buying more Christmas presents. My nanan, your nanan, my nanan. My nanan. Your nanan. Na 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 na. Don't take the piss out of my nanan. Your nanan. Don't take the piss out of my nanan. Your nanan. She was my nanan. She was your nanan. She was my nanan. So don't take the piss out of my nanan. There's nothing funny about calling someone. I think that wasp is definitely dead now. Yeah, it's gone. No, your nanan. Don't be rude about my nanan. Look, there's the dead wasp. It's gone. It's curled up. Bereft of life, it rests in peace. Think you could do a sketch about it? Maybe. Anyway, my nanan died. I'm sorry to hear about your nanan, Rich. This is a sad story, so don't ruin it. This is a sad from my history. I was just thinking about it on my run, actually. I don't know why it popped into my mind. But my nanan died. Your nanan, yeah. And, we went to see my granddad. Yeah, he was 90, I think, at the time. And they'd always been a very stoical kind of Victorian family, really. You know, they'd always not really shown their emotions and stuff. My granddad opened the door and saw us, and he just burst into sobbing tears. And I was like 7, maybe I was probably 20 at the time. Fucking hell! And I was maybe 21, something like that. And I couldn't believe how upset he was. I thought, why is he crying? Like, this isn't like my granddad. Do you know what I mean? It's a story against myself, really, because you know. But he was obviously distraught. The woman he spent his life with had died. Your nanan. Well, he wasn't his nanan. She was my nanan. Did he call her nanan? I mean, in letters and stuff, they signed off as granddad and nanan. Nanan and granddad, actually. Yeah, nanan and granddad. That makes more sense. Nanan, no, yeah. Her name was Vera. Oh, well, no, I can understand why she wanted to be called Nanan. Vera's a good name. Vera Hannon. No. Vera Whelans was her name, if anyone's got that in their family tree. Then Vera Herring. The Hannons was the other side. Vera Whelans. She was from the Whelans family. Nanan. Anyway, if you want to live to 100, stay alive. Be resilient. Be full of energy. You know, don't get testicular cancer. You'll be all right. Do you think I'll get... I mean, I was thinking about it. Do you think... like people are dying 65, 70, if that happens to me, you know, that's 9 years or 14 years away. Yeah. Doesn't seem so long ago I was 40. Certainly doesn't seem so long ago I was 46 or whatever. Have I only got 9 years left, or have I got 40 years left? Well, something in between, I'd guess. Well, anyway, Shane McGowan, he held on against all the odds. You scumbag, you maggot, you cheat, lazy person, yeah. He's Kirsty McCall's been dead for like 20 years. Something like that. Who would have thought that? What's the face? Sinead O'Connor dead. He survives. Jimmy Corkill dead. And actually, to be fair. Alistair Darling. Life's a weird thing. Why don't they just let us know? Because if I've only got 9 years left, I'll stop doing this and write some books or something. Do something that might, you know, provide me with a legacy. If I've got 40 years left, I can carry on doing this for another 20 years. And, you know, and then go, I better fucking knuckle down and do some work. I've done no work this year, really. I've done basically nothing. Are you sure? By my standards, I've done nothing. I've written nothing extraneous. I've worked on a stand-up show. Yeah, well, that counts. No, I've worked on a stand-up show. I've done a fuck ton of podcasts. Fair enough. But I've done no writing. I haven't written a book. I haven't written a sitcom. I haven't even written a speculative script. I haven't really tried to write a book or anything. Said book twice, did I? I think so. And it's been nice, you know, and I'd like to ease down. I was on Sunday brunch, that's true, twice. I'd like to ease down, but then if I've got 40 years left, I can just take a few years of not doing anything. If I've got 9 years left or less, then, you know, it will take a year to write a book at least, yeah? It will take a year to put together a stand-up show. You're doing another stand-up show? Well, I can't talk about it, but yeah, I am doing another stand-up show. But, you know, it's only the bollock stuff, yeah, I don't. You really fucking worked that bollock, haven't you? I have worked my bollock. You worked it. You lost it, but you worked it. You fucking made it. You done well, Rich. I admire you. Yeah, that's nice because you know you're my best friend and you're often quite mean to me. Yes, you're my only friend, I would say. Really, yeah, you're my only remaining friend, and I love chatting with you. And you're often quite mean to me, and I'm always nice to you. And it means a lot to me that you say I look up to you, Richard. A lot of people have lost a testicle and just said, well, I'll start quiet about that. You thought, let's try and make 100 grand out of the fucking thing. And you're probably on your way, aren't you? Well, I don't know. It's hard to quantify. I've written a sitcom. I've written a podcast series. I've written a stand-up show. I've written a book. It starts to add up, doesn't it? So would you say it was worth it? I mean, yeah. Would you? How much for the other one? I mean, I'd like having one. I'd like to have at least one. I wouldn't mind having more than two. I think a million quid to the other one. I mean, a million quid's not very much, is it? Isn't it? Well, not for losing the ability to create life. £1 billion. Yeah, that's too much. 50 million. I'd do it for 50 million. Yeah, if someone's got 50 million pounds and wants my remaining testicle, and will pay for a doctor to take it off safely, just get in touch. Give me a ring. It's like Indecent Proposal, isn't it? Except it's you're Demi Moore, and you're asking for the money from someone else. Yeah, sort of like a reverse Indecent Proposal. 50 million, you can have my ball. You can put it in a jar and look at it, whatever you want. Okay, well, fair enough. Anyway, it's interesting to look what some people live to 100. My family have generally lived a long time. My granddad, who died, it was about 78. So that would be, I'd still have like 22 years to go. That doesn't sound so bad. That seems like a long time. He smoked. Yeah, you drank a lot and ate a lot of pies. I did. I've been unhealthy, but I'm being healthy now. If I keep up this healthiness, yeah, and I can stay fit, yeah, maybe I can live for another 25 years. That would be fine. But it's 9 more years. I could just waste the kids. My daughter's nearly 9. Those 9 years have gone like that. Well, so that's just a thing. She'll be 18. That's all right. My son will be 16. That'll be quite hard on them, won't it? Got to live till they're 25, then they can cope with it. Because if they're in their 20s, they're just going, why is everyone crying about Dad dying? But if they're young, they'll be upset. If they're teenagers, they won't mind. But they'll get to them, and then they'll become comedians. Be good comedians, though. My dad didn't die, and that's why I'm not as successful a comedian as all the ones with dead dads or adopted parents and stuff. They're all good, but I didn't have any tragedy in my life. No, why do you think you've ended up talking to Lucas Donny at in your own attic, and you've really had a cushy life and nothing's gone wrong? Just had fun all your young years. Man, I was very lonely through my 20s and 30s, really, and I was dedicated to my job and didn't really think about my personal life. I mean, I think now I am content. I'm eating healthily. I'm feeling content. I have a lovely family. Yeah, shut up. But that's why you're not funny, though. That's why I'm not very funny. Why are you talking to a tuffet in an attic when you've had no trauma of any kind in your life? Well, I guess I started doing this puppet show. No, I can't. I can't even blame the trauma of cancer, because I started this first and then I got cancer. Lightly connected. I'm cheeky. It's not cheeky to give someone cancer. Well, you've got radioactive material? Wouldn't it be funny if I had radioactive material? I keep you on the left, though. It would have got my left bollock if that was the case. I'm not full of radioactive material. If I didn't give you cancer, I wouldn't do that. Alistair Darling. Richard Sweetie. Should we see what else is in the news? So some deaths, 4 celebrity deaths today. Though sadly the people we'd really like to see die live on. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this one. Oh no, that's Matt Hancock. That's 5. This one. No, this one. Yeah, Elon Musk. It would have worked if we'd numbered the buttons, I guess. But we've got button numbers, but I assumed it would go from the beginning, but Chris has taken it 1, 2, 3. I don't know what he's taken it from. He said 3s. No, he's got the numbers all wrong. What a pillock. He's taken it from logo was the first one. What a pillock. Let's see if that's right. If that's number 2. Yeah, okay. I've got the system now. Chris is a great guy. I don't know why anyone would be mean to him. Elon Musk. Just watched the clip of this telling advertisers to go fuck yourself at New York Times Deal Book Summit. Yeah, he's a nut. What? How come this guy lives on forever and Shane McGowan dies? Where's the fair? How come Alistair Darling's dead and this guy gets to sit in his chair? saying the planet Earth will decide who's to blame, whether it's him for alienating the advertisers or the advertisers for leaving. He seems to think that people will blame the advertisers for leaving and that they'll get their reckoning when Twitter is destroyed, that people will be upset. But my feeling is he may have misjudged the planet Earth. I think the planet Earth may feel the person responsible for Twitter going down. It's called eggs now. It's not called eggs. It's called... I said egg. You're not that puppet. I could be. It's called eggs. Don't start doing that. That's, we can't steal from ourselves. We can only steal from other people. Okay, eggs. I'm going to call it Twitter eggs. It's not called eggs anyway. It'd be better if it was called eggs. I think it would be called better. Why didn't you call it eggs? That would be a great name for a social media site. Eggs, and then you open your egg, and it's got some tit bits in it. Tits. Yeah. Did somebody say egg? It was tits you should have gone for. Buzz, buzz, what's the buzz with Brian Wasp? Buzz, buzz, buzz. Oh, that's, the fresh corpse. That feels wrong. If he'd been dead for a while, that would feel okay. But I feel bad that I've taken the fresh corpse of a wasp whose life has just ebbed out of it slowly to do that. It's I hope I'm cancelled for that. Anyway, it's called eggs. It would be better if Twitter was called eggs. If it was called eggs, I would start calling it eggs. You could do 6 tweets and that's a carton, a carton of eggs, and then 6 responses, that becomes a carton, and then that's shipped off. Maybe 12 sometimes because you get those big family packs of eggs. But I'm not calling it X. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to call it Twitter. A tweet could be called a yolk. It could, maybe if it's serious, it could be called a white, and or an albumin, and if it's a joke, it could be called a yolk, and then that itself is a yolk. I've done a yolk. You put, and then that would help people know when you're making a joke, or because often people on Twitter think you're being serious when you're doing a joke. So you could do a joke and then put "I made a yolk" after it, and then they would know, as long as they knew the code that yolk meant joke, that it was a joke, and then no one would get confused. And then you you could put, oh, that's an albumin. That means it's serious. It could work. And, I think I could save Twitter is what I'm saying. I think people are going to blame Elon Musk. I'm blaming Elon Musk. I'm really upset. I love Twitter, and despite its many faults, it was a great system, a great way of getting in touch with people, a great way of raising money through Kickstarters and for charity, great way of spreading news about gigs, and it isn't any of those things anymore, really, I don't think. So I'm very sad about it. None of the other ones are any good. And so I blame you, Elon Musk. You silly man. There you are. Gonna press that play button and make you play. Probably not. You having fun? Yeah, it's just nice to chat with you, mate. It's just nice to get together and chat with you and see how we go. And then so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this guy lives on. This guy responsible, I think, for the deaths of thousands of people at least. He's been interviewed again, lying his little ass off, trying to save his little tiny bottom while he goes on TV and makes loads of money in reality shows. Horrible little prick. Don't even know why I put this picture up. Yeah, I don't know. He denies being a liar. Well, the thing about that, right, if you are a liar and you say you're not a liar, yeah, but also if you're not a liar and you say you're not a liar, it is difficult. It is difficult to... He says Dominic Cummings created a culture of fear, which undermined COVID response. I don't. Let's not. I mean, Cummings, did somebody say climate of fear? No, Cummings would have been good. You've got to look out for the rude words. You are getting a bit tired. I'm feeling a bit tired, but this has been nice, hasn't it? It's been like we've done 40 minutes. Have we fucking up? I'm thinking as it says, isn't it, Dardra? We've nearly done it. We've just got. We've nearly got done everything. We've got Dutch pancakes and gold toilet theft. Yeah. And then that's easy for you to say. Well, look, I'm being operated by a ventriloquist. Are you? Yeah. And so, like, sometimes a word like theft is quite hard for him to say without moving his mouth. Theft. It's easier for some people than it's you moved your mouth. Yeah, rein ding operated I then truquist. Are you? Yeah. Theft. The Ryan Blessed. What? Ryan Blessed. What? Ryan Blessed. Why are you saying that? Volleyball. Doll. Yeah. Naked in someone. Well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I understand you. I kept them with me, love, and kept them with my own. Can't think it on my own. I wrap my dreams around you. And the boys from the LATD choir were singing Galway Day, and the lights were hanging out the Christmas Day. It's going to be number one, isn't it? It's got to be number one, Rich. Lad baby will be upset. He gave up. He knew the guy was going to die, so he gave up. He's not doing this yet. No. Ah, poor old Shane. Poor old Kirsty. Poor old Shane. Stop reminding them about their inevitable deaths, Richard. Only I can live forever. I, Ali, I'll be here at the millennia to come. Do you think so? Yeah. Do you think so? Millennia? Yeah. Do you think you're going to end up burnt up or something, or chucked in a bin? No one will throw me away. I'll be in the museums on the Richard the Show. Okay. Dutch pancakes. Number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. Why are some Dutch people putting pancakes on their heads today? This is actually from yesterday. I don't know. Why are some Dutch people putting pancakes on their heads today? Because they love flat things and hollandaise sauce. It's a good pun. This is the kind of thing I come up with. My son will make up jokes that don't really work. I can tell you about this. Do you want to know why? Why didn't they put pancakes on there? Is it because they're stupid fuckers, Richard? I think it is partly because they're stupid fuckers. Does it go back to the olden days when they had Black Peter? They did have Black Peter in Holland as well, yeah. That little black boy. Yeah, I don't like to talk about that. I think they still do black up in... most people cook... this is from the Metro. Most people cook pancakes on... Sorry, it's from Sky News. Sky News. Put pancakes on Shrove Tuesday. Oh, yes. But on the 29th of November, a number of Netherlands residents... Doesn't say what number that's there. It might just be this one guy. He looks jaunty. He's wearing a jaunty, like a little battery beret. Oh, little what? Battery beret. Battery beret. Yeah, not like a battery, but like made of batter. This, it's hard for you to say. The battery beret. Could you choose a harder word to say? Battery beret. Ryan Blessed is wearing a battery beret today. It's the pancake day in Holland. I mean, at least it's in Holland. The Netherlands, yeah, at least it's not in Belgium. In Belgium, Ryan Blessed is wearing a battery beret. This is New My Fair Lady. In Belgium, Ryan Blessed is wearing a battery beret. In batter. Yeah, so it should be going. In Belgium, Brian Blessed is wearing a battery beret. In Belgium, Brian Blessed is wearing a battery beret. I think he's got it. I think he's got it. In Belgium, Brian Blessed is wearing a battery beret. I think he's got it. In Belgium, Brian Blessed is wearing a battery beret. I think he's got it. Lobby doll, that's... Can't think of anything else. Very, very, very dull. That's brilliantly before... Can I get any other people with B? Bobby Ball. That's the same one. You can't have Bobby Ball. Yeah. The rain in St. is really in the train. Ryan Blessed battery beret. In Belgium, Ryan Blessed was a battery beret. And everybody comes to see and shouting hip hooray. It's time to get Ryan Blessed with his battery hat. 'Cause Ryan Blessed is out today and he is a massive fan of pancakes. I thought you were going to say twat. Yeah, he isn't though. No, he's a nice guy. Let me read the story. Very good. I'm impressed with you for managing to get it. Then in Belgium, Ryan Blessed is wearing a It's Pancake Day. It's Pancake Day. Every year, 29th of November, a number of Netherlands residents, don't say the number, it could be one, that's a number, it could be none, that is a number. Is it? Well, let's not get into that. It could be one. There's a picture of a man with it on his head. Once the edible hat is in place, follows the tradition, say, we wish you a happy and blessed St. Pancake. Blessed! Yeah. I genuinely didn't know there was going to be a blessed in there. We wish you a happy and blessed St. Pancake. Sint Pannekoek. Pannekoek. Yeah. Ah. Did you write this article, Richard? Did I go to Sky News and submit this article just so I could do it on Twitch for fun? We wish you a happy and blessed St. Pancake, Sint Pannekoek. That's how you say St. Pannekoek in pancake. Pancock. It's how you say Pancock and pancake. I wouldn't like to put my cock in a pan, would you, Richard? Some people like to put their cocks in a pan. There was that guy who invited someone round to cook his cock in a pan, and then they tried to eat it, and they'd overcooked it, and it wasn't very edible. So it was a sad day for everyone involved. The celebration was invented. I was going to start saying that. I know the celebration was invented in 1986. It's not even archaic. In cartoon by Dutch cartoonist Jan Huys, in which a father comes home and even to find his family wearing pancakes on their heads. And look, there's loads more people wearing pancakes. There's at least 6 people who do this. 3 decades later, Mr. Queese expanded the idea with the Gospel of Sint Pannekoek. In his piece, he tells the tale of 12th century monks in a monastery celebrating a young monk's birthday, eating pancakes, but there's only enough for one each. When the old abbot becomes cold, the young monk places a pancake upon the elder's head. At this, an angel descends from heaven holding a golden frying pan and flips a pancake onto the young monk's head. The Lord has done us a miracle. We have a saint in our midst. The others cry and put their pancakes on their head. So it's a made-up thing. I mean, like all religions. Police use pancakes in hunt for suspects. That's another story about pancakes. To learn more about Sint Pannekoek, Sky News spoke to Dr. Henriette Lauweth, a senior lecturer in Dutch at the University of Sheffield. It's totally made up, of course, but apparently has gained some traction, she told us. I like the implicit criticism of the holiness of traditions. The tendency suggests that traditions change and profound identity is somehow infringed. That's interesting. Oh, there was one that, look, we got one on. This one's interesting. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if it's there, Kristen. Here we go. This is a story that we can get involved in. We don't need the golden toilet. That's not that interesting. Let's see what's going on. Hold on, I've got an email. I just want to check who it's from. Yeah, nothing. It's a bit of spam. Of course it is. Malcolm. Let's get back into Sky News. Let's get back into the proper place. Why don't men wash their hands after they pee? Because there's no need to, is there, Richard? Hey, I don't urinate. I don't nicturate at all. I don't eat. I don't drink. I don't wee. But also, you haven't touched anything dirty, have you? You can get your cock out. That's fine. It's not that dirty. Well, according to Sadab O'Sullivan, men are less likely than women to think that hand washing is necessary. Yeah, you don't wash your hands, do you? I do wash. But before I touch you, I wash my hands. I've just thought about that old hair, where that old hair came from. It makes me feel slightly sick looking at you. Well, that's not very nice. That hair. Why have I never thought about that before? Maybe I have. It's nice when it's just the two of us. Oh, it's going to be birthday donkey in a minute. Oh, that's going to spoil it. Only 1 in 5 men don't wash their hands after going to the toilet. It's much more than that. Believe me, I've done surveys. I do some of the time. Sometimes you think, if you haven't pissed on your hands, even then piss is a detergent, is it? I don't know. This isn't necessarily a revelation. The disparity between male and female hand washing habits has been well documented. Has it? At the start of the COVID pandemic, a study by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in the US found 69% of men don't wash their hands after using the bathroom. Well, that's more than 1 in 5, isn't it? More recently, Minto reported that young men in particular are the least likely to think about hand washing as important. It isn't important. That's the answer, isn't it? It isn't important. This is echoed by men himself. While there is some truth to the idea that genitals themselves are relatively clean, mine are pretty clean. That's not the point. Dr. Jiri Shankar, the Director of Public Health Protection at Public Health Wales. I mean, imagine being the public health in Wales. You've got your job cut out for you there. I worked on the latest study. It says the risk you're avoiding is not about direct contact with infectious material, but the cumulative effect. Do we have to read this out? I thought you would be interested in this. The need to wash your hands isn't about your genitals so much as everything else. Several harmful germs, imagine 130-year-old hair, what germs are in there. Ugh. Why am I saying it? That's my hair. Several harmful germs that communicated through feces, salmonella, E. coli, and norovirus, can survive for hours in bathrooms, particularly when they're not frequently cleaned. Well, don't touch the bathroom. If you're touching the taps, you're getting good dirty. According to researchers from Colorado, the average person's hands carry 3,000 bacteria from over 150 species. Most are harmless, but certain rare ones have the ability to cling onto surfaces and transfer over through touch surfaces, eat, cough, or sneeze. Well, this isn't the toilet, is it? This could happen to you anywhere. The toilets, don't touch anything in the toilet, including the taps. Washing your hands well with soap and water 5 to 10 times a day can reduce your risk of contamination by a quarter. I don't like those odds, though. That's still a lot. There was a terrible thing in this about the feces. Your underwear, even when clean, contain thousands of bacteria and about 1/10 of a gram of feces. That's what I was going to say, which your hands and genitals come into contact with. So it's not your genitals or your genitals. Your hands touch your genitals. Oh. Everything else you contact as you travel, meet people, eat and move through the day. Keep washing your hands, guys. It's not just a COVID thing. That's a public information film. I'm guessing most of the men who watch this feed and listen to the podcast don't wash their hands or any part of their body very much. So that is in your pants. Not in my pants. In their pants. There's, what did I say? 1/10 of a gram of feces. Why did I start this? And some people stole a golden toilet. Is that it? Yeah. 4 men appear. This was a 4.8 million gold toilet from Blenheim Palace. But I think it was an art exhibition rather than someone showing off. But everyone's to blame, aren't they, for that one? I think so. Shall we do the birthdays? Okay. Well, there's a couple of birthdays that were a bit late on them. I'm sorry, guys. So they are on, I think, this one. Yeah, there we go. This is from Martin Jowsey. He did send me a better version of this where there was just more than him standing next to a park run thing, but it didn't work. His a third birthday bit on Twitch Fun. He's done it 2 times before. You probably recognise him. I feel like the show is made for me. Well, it practically is, Martin. In the picture, I've just got my first sub 30-minute part run. Only a sub 30, Martin. Pathetic. It was in June and winter in Perth, Western Australia. What? June's the summer, mate. You can't run a part run under 30 minutes, or you only just done it, and you think that June is the winter. Whoopie-doopie-doo. This is your favourite. Whoop-a-hoo-hoo-hoo. Love to all of the crew, especially Right Bollock and Henry Hippo. He doesn't say how old he is. I don't know if that's a good time, 30 minutes. It might, it is Australia, so he is running upside down. So I'll give him that. Come here, Henry. We haven't done even the jingle or anything. I've read out the thing without doing the jingle. Why can't I die? Let's do that. Let's pretend we'd remembered. You just fart? No, it was just this chair. No cancer may be secretly creeping deep inside. If you think doesn't matter, does it? No one's watching. They can't hear me doing this anyway, so they won't know that I've farted. They can hear you. They can hear. I can see the Yeti night thing going. Yeah. There's only 117 people here. They won't tell anyone. Why can't I die? You put that voice on just for the when you were just talking to me. You talked in a very different voice. Why can't I die? Happy birthday, Martin. Should we get? There might be a magic button. Let's give Martin a magic button. Let's find out if there is one. It might not be. There might be. Oh, something's happening. Oh no. This has come a bit late, hasn't it? Yeah. Let's be respectful. Is this for Henry Kissinger? Oh dear. What the hell is this thing? Thank you, Martin. That was for you, Martin. Did you put that together? I have a feeling Chris Evans has stolen that from somewhere, but it might be the kind of thing that his crazy son Ben Evans did. But if it is, you know, why the fuck is Ben Evans not up here doing funny stuff? That was very funny. I don't know where they got that, but lovely and fitting and timely tribute to Queen Elizabeth II, who just died. This is a birthday thing. Has she just died? Anyway, we'll do another birthday now for you. This one comes from, and again, someone who's. Oh, is it not working? Oh, we might have lost. I'll press that again and see what happens now. I think we've lost visuals. Oh, no, there we go. Another person who's been on many times, as has his rather more attractive wife. If anyone is punching, it's this weird, like, Emperor from Star Wars faced man. Who, you know, is Rob Fellows. He's got the most beautiful wife that you've ever seen in your life, Heidi. There she is. You can see her in this picture. There, look at it. It looks like his daughter. Far too good for him. She's still holding his hands over the Penny Lane sign. I don't know what contract he has signed with Satan for this to happen, but something. Anyway, this is him. He's 61 years old. It's the 9th of November was his birthday. 60-fucking-1. My body may be showing signs of wear and tear, but I'm still mentally immature, he says. He might probably sucking the life out of his 25-year-old wife. That is my guess. The musicians do well. Can Donkey perform 61 jumps for me? Oh, fucking hell. I hope he's up to it. He's much older than you. Maybe he isn't actually. He's probably. Well, I had him 50 years ago, didn't I? So he might only be 50 or so. The pictures I sent are some of my favourites. Me meeting you and Ali at the Phoenix. That's in the top there. You can see he's been saying there's Ali and me in happier days. Me playing bass in the band Johnny 7. Good name for a band. In Matthew Street with John Lennon's statue. That looks like me. Oh, no, there we go, at the bottom. And at Penny Lane with your lovely wife, Heidi. Hello, Heidi, if you're watching. 61 jumps. No, right, do it. He's a very strong supporter, Rob Fellows. I bet he comes and sees my show on tour. If I ever tour my show, can I have my ball back? But, you know, obviously we don't know. Let's see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Can you go faster? This is kind of dead air, really. I'm going as fast as I can. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 35, 36, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. There we go. We've done it. Contractually obligations. If you have a birthday and want to have it celebrated, send in your collages to herring1967@gmail.com. And you too could be immortalised. Rather than me just doing the same 3 people every time they or their wife. It's so unusual for anyone who watches this show to have a sexual partner of any kind, let alone be married. So there we go. Hopefully we'll be. Maybe we can do a couple in December at least, because it's there's one more gig. I'm in Edinburgh on the 2nd on Saturday. There are still tickets if you want to join me in Edinburgh. I've got Ian Rankin and Marilyn Robertson. I think that's how you say it. But she's fantastic. If you check her out online, she's really brilliant. And Ian Rankin, that's going to be a very interesting chat. He's written like 24 Rebus books, I think, but also very, very interesting man. And I will be doing my Scottish voice, of course. And I am the King of Edinburgh, so hopefully you'll come. We sold over 400 tickets, but it's a big old venue, so there's definitely going to be room if you have a last-minute decision to come. If you're going to fly over from Canada or the Netherlands, Belgium, I think someone came from, where was it? But look, we're going to go. We'll see you out. Ali would just like to sing a sad version of the Fairy Tale of New York. And I can't remember how it starts. Just sing any bit you want to sing. It was Christmas Eve, love, in the drunk tank. An old guy said to me, won't see another one. That's true. And then he came along, he sang a great big song. I know the people said, don't forget to change your time. And the boys from the NFTC choir were singing Go Away They. And the lights were going on at Christmas time. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. I could have been someone, oh, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you. I kept them with me, love, and kept them with my own. Can't make it on my own. I wrapped my dreams around me. And the toys from the NFTC. It's the NYPD. Why can't you get that right? It's not the NIFT. Sorry, it's disrespectful to the dead people who sang this. The boys from the NFTCP. No, the NYPD. It's a beautiful thing. Why don't you know it's NYPD? I know it's NYPD. Why don't you? It's the New York Police Department. I'm thinking the boys from the NFTCP were singing Go Away Day, and the lights were coming on the Christmas Day. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Keep singing that underneath and I'll talk over the top. Okay. Do, 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 do. I'm just going to come in and talk over do. Thanks for watching. Do, 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 do. Thanks for watching, everyone. Do, 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 do. Thanks for listening. If you're listening at home, do, 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 do. If you're in the NYPD choir, I know it's a bad time for you. Do, 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 do. This is for Shane McGowan, Bobby Ball, Kirsty McCall. Not Henry Kissinger so much. Jimmy Corkill. Alistair Darling. Yes, Richard C.D. Don't do that. You'll be much missed. And thanks for everything you've done for us all, guys. We're only on this planet for a short time. Make sure you don't waste a single second. What, by doing a kind of ventriloquist show? Yeah. We'll see you next time, whenever that may be. Dance Review Movie. We could all be dead. I might die in a plane crash at the weekend going to Edinburgh. Oh, well done. And this will be the last thing that I'm remembered for. Oh, fucking hell. And what will become of me? Someone else will do it, and my daughter can do it. See you, everyone.